Help me. Is anyone there? Help me, help me. What are you doing?
Kill you? How could I ever bear to kill you? Sis, you are my great benefactor. Without you, how could I have possibly obtained such an excellent Gu spirit as Qing Feng? And how could I have ascended to the position of High Priestess?
You'll die a horrible death.
You're at death's door, and you're still talking tough. Then I'll let you witness what it means to command all Gu.
King Feng, I never thought you were reborn too. Good. In that case, then all the grudges between us, old and new, let's settle them now.
Did you hear that, sis? Your Gu worm was willing to take spirit form early just to recognize me as its master. So I'll just have to accept it. As for my Gu worm, since you're so talented, sis, you should naturally be able to refine it into a Gu spirit too, right?
Lin Rou'er's Gu worm has a weak aura and is already showing signs of decline. How can it possibly be refined now?
In 3 days is the Gu duel tournament to select the Holy Maiden. Lin Qinger has absolutely no chance of transforming that trash Gu worm in such a short time.
Then I'll gladly accept your Gu worm. In 3 days, we'll see at the Gu duel tournament. In his past life, Qing Feng was able to achieve the blood-sucking heart Gu was all thanks to my painstaking efforts in feeding him with my heaven-mandated bloodline. In this life, without me, he'll just be an ordinary, utterly unremarkable Gu worm. But this time, I will create a new king of all Gu. Strange. My spiritual blood clearly contains powerful essence. An ordinary Gu worm absorbing a single drop should at least undergo a 30% transformation, if not instantly take form. So why isn't it reacting at all? Still no reaction. What in the world is going on? Could it be that my blood alone isn't enough for it to take form?
Qing Feng, you've been reborn in this life too. The heavens are truly on my side.
In our last life, that wretched Lin Qinger kept us apart. We could only meet in secret. This time, with me here, I'll help you seize everything you desire.
Look, what's that? Look. What's happening?
Rou'er, just now were you cultivating with Qing Feng and achieved a breakthrough?
Father, why do you ask?
Then it's confirmed. See that? This celestial phenomenon only occurs when a Gu king is born. All Gu worms paying homage. It was triggered by your cultivation with Qing Feng, which proves one thing. He is the king of all Gu.
Father, are you sure?
Absolutely. Legend says only a Gu spirit of the highest caliber being born can summon all Gu worms to pay homage. Rou'er. This time, you taking Lin Qinger's Gu worm was a brilliant move. With such a powerful Gu spirit, the position of our clan's Holy Maiden is yours. The Miaojiang will surely regain its former glory under your leadership.
Qing Feng, did you hear that? You are the king of all Gu. This time, all the glory will be ours to claim.
I am the king of all Gu. This time, that woman will be completely crushed beneath our feet.
Stop right there. Who said you could come here? Stop right there. Who said you could come here?
The clan rules state that all participating disciples are entitled to receive a spirit transformation pill. Why shouldn't I be allowed?
Why? Because Qingfeng and I triggered the Miaozhang's once-in-a-millennium all-Jiu worms to pay homage last night. And because Father has ordered that all cultivation resources in the clan be given exclusively to Qingfeng and me.
What? All Gu worms to pay homage? All Gu worms to pay homage means the birth of the king of all Gu. Qingfeng is just an ordinary Gu spirit. How could he possibly attract such a phenomenon?
Lin Tinger, do you see now? You are just a good for nothing. Without me, you probably couldn't even refine a single Gu spirit.
Qingfeng, let's give this loser a chance to turn things around. Lin Tinger, didn't you want a spirit transformation pill? Now, get on your knees and beg me. If I'm in a good mood, I might just give you one as charity.
Miss Lin Rou'er is so generous, truly worthy of a future holy maiden.
Lin Tinger, kneel down now. Apologize to Rou'er.
I kneel only to heaven, earth, and my mother. I will never kneel to scoundrels. I'll figure out how to transform my own Gu worm. I don't need your concern.
Just a trash worm like this, and you treat it like some priceless treasure. Transform? You're daydreaming.
If it were me, I'd just withdraw from the competition outright to avoid humiliating myself.
Qingfeng, come with me. To prepare the ceremonial robes for tomorrow's Holy Maiden succession ceremony. You and your disgusting worm are truly a match made in heaven, a pair of losers. And a loser should stay in the mud forever, never to rise again.
Lin Rou'er, Qingfeng, can you cut off my clan's cultivation resources or the spiritual herbs in these mountains? If I remember correctly, in my past life, someone found a top-grade dragonflame grass on this cliff. This kind of grass only grows one stalk every 10 years. The potency of a single stalk surpasses 100 spirit transformation pills. Found it.
Look, I found one. A top-grade dragon flame grass.
You're following me? I found it first. Give it back.
The herbs in these mountains belong to whoever picks them first. How can you claim it's yours?
Follow her. Remember, no matter what she does, your task is to make sure she fails.
Give me back what's mine. You.
Lin Tinger? Rou'er said that. The herbs in these mountains, even if trampled underfoot, still wouldn't be left for you. Just give up.
If you value your life, behave. Some things are not for you to even dream of. Exactly.
Get lost.
Darn it! I was so close. No matter what, I won't give up. Having lived 2 lives, I will not let myself end up like this again. Lin Rou'er, Qingfeng, the more you obstruct me, the less I'll let you succeed. The final winner can only be me. There's still one last resort. No matter what, I must win. My heart's blood contains the power of destiny. As long as I draw enough of it, no matter how weak the Go-Worm is, it will definitely be able to transform. As long as I can defeat them this time, even if it costs me my life, I won't hesitate. Transform. Why hasn't it transformed yet? Why? Why? Why is it that even though I've offered so much of my heart's blood, it still won't transform? Am I really going to fail? No. I refuse to accept this.
So you are my master in this life. In just 10 hours, I will break through the seal. When that time comes, I will protect you for the rest of your life.
Oh no, the Gu duel tournament.
The Gu duel tournament is now officially beginning. All contestants, please open the jars for your Go-Worms. Let them transform. Among this year's batch of Gu worms, dozens have successfully transformed. That's quite a bit better than previous years.
Indeed. Especially Rou'er's Gu spirit, Qingfeng. When it broke through, it summoned all Gu worms to pay homage. It already displays the bearing of a Gu king.
First match, Qingfeng versus Mullion.
You're all losers. Today, at this Gu duel tournament, the one who will ultimately earn the title of Holy Maiden can only be my master, Lin Rou'er. Don't say I'm bullying you, low-grade riffraff. You... all of you. Come at me, all of you. I'm in a hurry.
With skills like that, the title of King of all Gu is his for the taking.
Sis, I can't believe you actually dared to show up. Now it's just you left. Where's your Gu spirit? Call it out. Let Qingfeng have a little fun with it. Sis, don't tell me you still haven't summoned a Gu spirit. A goo worm that can't even transform yet wants to compete in the goo duel tournament? Aren't you afraid of becoming a laughingstock? Father, the match is decided. Announce the result.
Hold on. Who says you can't fight without a goo spirit?
No goo spirit? You're not thinking of fighting me yourself, are you?
Lin Kinger. I thought you had some trick up your sleeve. Turns out your trump card is suicide. In that case, I'll grant your wish. If you want to go yourself, fine. Sign this waiver, then you can step into the ring. Well, do you dare?
Well, this waiver, signing it, means a fight to the death. Why must it come to this between you sisters?
Linshinger, withdraw now. Don't seek your own death.
I don't know why all my efforts have been in vain, but no matter what, I have to give it my all. One last try. Begin.
Since you have a death wish, I'll grant it for you. Since you have a death wish, I'll grant it for you.
Lin Kinker is actually restraining Qingfeng with just a few goo worms?
Forming an alliance. Darn you, Lin Chinger. I never expected her goo fighting skills to be this formidable.
I didn't expect you to have some hidden tricks up your sleeve. But that's all you've got.
Qingfeng, stop wasting time with her. Just cripple her now.
Lin Kinger, you think a formation made of a few lowly goo worms can trap me?
Oh no, if I don't gain the upper hand before he unleashes his power, I'm as good as dead.
Then let me show you. The difference between a high-tier goo spirit and low-tier goo worms.
As expected. No matter how ingenious the formation, if it's just powered by a few goo worms, it can't contend with a transformed goo spirit.
Chief, this is bad. Aren't you going to intervene? Both young ladies signed a life and death contract. Once defeated, the loser faces immediate death.
She can't even properly cultivate a single goo worm. Yet she dares to challenge the king of all goo? Letting her learn a harsh lesson is for the best.
Sis, you've lost again. In your past life, you died a miserable death after I tortured you endlessly. Who would have thought that in this life, you'd still end up like a helpless loser, crushed beneath my foot, utterly powerless to fight back. At this point in the game, the outcome is decided. It's time to pronounce your death sentence. So let your most cherished goo spirit personally send you on your way.
No! To think that even with a second chance, I still end up losing in the end.
dares to harm my master?
This is...
Lin Singer summoned a Gu spirit. Look at the appearance and aura of this Gu spirit. Probably not weaker than Qingfeng.
The aura of this Gu spirit is actually as vast as the sea.
Darn it. Wasn't that goo worm broken and tattered? How could it give birth to such a powerful goo spirit?
Impossible. What I gave Lin Chinger was clearly just a lowly, disgusting worm. How could it summon such a strong Gu spirit?
I Gu spirit Ling Yuan, greetings, master.
Master. Master? Are you the Gu spirit I summoned?
Master, all the grievances you suffered today will be avenged by me for you. Just now, it was you who wanted to harm my master.
So what if it is? Stop putting on airs here. Wretch, don't think that just because you use some underhanded methods to summon a lowly Gu spirit, you can win the Gu duel competition. The position of Holy Maiden will only be Rou'er.
Since you admit it, then prepare to die. Who else dares to harm my master? Come out and face your death.
Qingfeng is the future king of all Gu. How could he lose so quickly?
Are you okay, Qingfeng? What happened? How could you lose to a trash Gu spirit like Lin Chinger?
I just got careless for a moment. He took advantage of that.
So what do we do now? The rules of the Gu duel say falling off the stage means defeat. Are we just going to stand by and watch her take the Holy Maiden's throne? Absolutely not. The Holy Maiden's throne belongs to me alone.
How are you so strong?
I told you, today only you can take the Holy Maiden's throne. The winner is clear now. You should announce the result. Are you deaf to my words?
How dare you? Our Miaojiang ceremony will not tolerate insolence from a mere Gu spirit. Lin Chinger, today, the Holy Maiden's throne will never take it.
My Gu spirit has already knocked your Gu spirit off the stage. According to Miao tradition, you've lost. So the title of Holy Maiden must be mine.
Who knows if your Gu spirit defeated Qingfeng through some underhanded tricks? Father, you must remember, the Gu duel has another requirement. The Gu spirit and its master must successfully bond. Only then are they qualified to contend for the Holy Maiden title. Lin Chinger, your Gu spirit might be powerful, but you've only known him for 3 days, while Qingfeng and I have been connected at heart for 2 lifetimes. I don't believe you can bond faster than I can.
Clan leader, esteemed elders, my master is right. No matter how strong a Gu spirit is, if it cannot perfectly bond with its master, it is useless to our clan. It could lead to unforeseen dangers. That would be disastrous.
Well said. If one cannot even complete the bonding, then they are not qualified to ascend to the Holy Maiden position. The final decision shall be based on the success of the bonding. Only then will she be our Miao Holy Maiden.
Those two are already connected in their past lives. Their hearts are one. There's no obstacle to their bonding. But Ling Yuan has just taken human form. This round might be disadvantageous for me. No, I don't agree.
Since they refuse to accept defeat, we'll make them accept it wholeheartedly. I told you I'd make sure you win.
Rou'er, we have loved each other for 2 lifetimes. Our hearts beat as one. This bonding ritual will surely trigger another celestial phenomenon. We will take back the Holy Maiden title that rightfully belongs to you. When the time comes, we'll settle the score with them.
Don't worry. I'll take care of everything.
That hurts. Why does it hurt so much, eh? Rou'er, what are you doing?
What do you think? The Gu spirit bonding, of course. What else would it be?
But in my past life, during the bonding, I felt no pain at all. Are you sure this is right?
The Gu spirit bonding uses your spiritual body to purge the impurities from mine. How could you possibly not feel any pain? Enough talk. Now sit still. Once the bonding begins, there's no stopping it halfway.
Last time I was too soft-hearted. I couldn't bear to use my full power on you. I took on all the pain of the bonding myself. This time, you're going to endure it all. Ling Yuan, are you all right? Let me help you.
You once used your heart's blood to help me take form. You nearly died. Now, how can I bear to watch you suffer even a moment of pain?
Ling Yuan,
Qingfeng and I have been kindred spirits for 2 lifetimes. How could we possibly lose to Lin Qinger? That little wretch. This is a top-tier bonding. Qingfeng, you've done very well.
Rou'er, I did it.
Rou'er was actually the first to complete the bonding, and it's a top-tier bonding. Heaven blesses my Aojiang. Heaven truly blesses our Miaojiang.
The title of Holy Maiden is mine. Lin Qinger, you've lost utterly in the end.
The purple halo of Auspice. This is our Miaojiang's most supreme bonding.
In our Miaojiang, purple has always been the most revered color for bonding. Lin Qinger and her Gu spirits bonding actually managed to summon the purple halo. This signifies the ancestors' approval. Lin Qinger is truly our Miaojiang's heaven-favored daughter.
How is this possible?
Sister,
do you have anything left to say now?
It can't be! It can't be! I clearly had already achieved a top-tier bonding with Qingfeng. How could you possibly surpass us? I know. You must have used some shameful, forbidden art to deceive us all.
I am the Holy Maiden of Miaojiang. What are you? Kneel!
How dare you humiliate me? I'll kill you!
How dare you try to harm her? Kneel. The Holy Maiden has been chosen. Auspicious signs have manifested. Why haven't you all paid your respects?
We pay homage to the Holy Maiden.
Ling Yuan, let me apply the medicine. What are you doing?
Master, Weren't you going to help Ling Yuan change the herbal dressing?
But you can't just get up like that. Put your clothes back on.
Master, apply the medicine.
All right.
Master, you're standing so far away. Can you even see the wound clearly?
I can see it clearly. Don't move. Let me apply the medicine. Does it hurt?
This method won't do. These herbs work too slowly. I know a method. That would allow you, Master, to help me recover quickly, and also cultivate the legendary blood-devouring heart goo.
What do you mean? You have two?
Does Master not like it?
We've been cultivating together for days. Why is it that you still can't break through to the next realm?
Rou'er! Let me explain.
What's there to explain? Your heaven-defying talent from your past life. Huh? How come you're already spent after just a few days? In your current state, how are you supposed to refine the Bloodheart goo?
I'm sorry.
What good is your sorry to me? At the blessing ceremony in 3 days, I will perform my most powerful goo technique to cure the Dayan Kingdom's emperor of his strange illness. Gain the royal family's support, and become the high priest. By then, even if Lin Qinger is the Holy Maiden, she'll just be a plaything I can crush with ease. So right now, you must find a solution. Immediately.
Rou'er, I've thought of something. In my past life, Lin Qinger fed me a pill. It was called the Bloodheart pill. That might be the key to unlocking my potential as the Bloodheart goo.
I see. That pill. We absolutely must get our hands on it.
But that Ling Yuan's strength.
He's trash. Have you forgotten? During cultivation, the goo spirit is at its weakest. I've received word. They're cultivating right now. Then, we strike. While he's weak.
Ling Yuan, you're clearly so powerful. Why, during the previous transformation process, did you keep making mistakes?
The more powerful the true form, the more energy the transformation requires. It was you. You used your essence blood to awaken me. Then your heart's blood allowed me to fully awaken. However, at that time, breaking through the seal still required some time.
I understand now. So after this cultivation session, has your true form undergone any changes?
Search the place. Search the place.
Who gave you permission to barge into my room? What do you want?
Lin Singer. So impatient. You started cultivating with the Gu spirit. You've been at it for half the day. You really are a shameless woman.
Isn't my sister also with your Gu spirit, cultivating? So frantic. It looks like you haven't cultivated anything, have you? Or is it that? Your Gu spirit is no good?
I don't have time for your nonsense.
Lin Qinger, cut the crap. Give me the heart-devouring pill.
So you want my heart-devouring pill, huh? What? Without me, your so-called strongest Gu spirit can't even cultivate anymore?
You want to kill me?
Enough talk. During dual cultivation, the Gu spirit is at its weakest. Lin Tinger, if you don't hand over the pill, I'll kill him right now.
I'll give it to you.
Rou'er, this is the pill. With it, my true form will surely refine the heart-devouring blood goo.
Not bad. You two little scumbag couple. At least you know your place.
Ling Yuan, you are, after all, a high-level Gu spirit, yet you cultivate with such an ordinary woman. Aren't you afraid of getting dirty? Goods of this quality. Even if she were delivered to my bed for free, I wouldn't give her a second glance.
You're asking for death.
Take your stuff and get lost. You're not welcome here.
Lin Singer. Even if you used every trick in the book at the Gu battle tournament to snatch my position of Holy Maiden from me, what's rightfully mine can only be mine. 3 days from now at the blessing ceremony, you'll only die a more miserable death.
Kinger, why didn't you let me take action just now?
The blessing ceremony is approaching. Private duels are strictly forbidden within the clan. Besides, that elixir was originally tailored to match your physique and talents. A Gu spirit with mediocre aptitude, like Qingfeng, might have the life to take it, but not the life to enjoy it. Let's just wait and enjoy the show.
Let's begin. This time it's all up to you. Success. You.
It hurts. It's just too painful, Rou'er. I feel like my body is about to explode. I'm begging you, Rou'er, stop practicing.
Didn't you claim to be exceptionally talented and certain to cultivate the heart-devouring blood goo? How can you not even withstand a tiny pill? Endure it.
Rou'er, I can't keep going, I'll die.
If you can't cultivate the heart-devouring blood goo, what use are you to me? My blood go. My blood go. My blood goo. Qiangfeng, weren't you able to cultivate the heart-devouring blood goo in your past life? Why can't you do it now? You lied to me. You lied to me.
Rou'er, save me. I don't want to die.
Lin Kinger. It must be you. You tampered with the pill. I want you dead.
Ling Yuan, you've worked hard lately. Get some rest and nourishment.
Father, she's the one who poisoned the medicine. She killed Qingfeng.
Lin Xinger, you and Rou'er, as clan sisters, how could you commit such a heinous act? This is utterly despicable.
Father, she's the one who took Qingfeng and stole my elixir. They took it recklessly. The medicine failed to assimilate and he died. She brought this upon herself. What does it have to do with me?
Stop talking nonsense. My Qingfeng possessed the ultimate potential to become the king of all Gu. A mere pill, how could he not absorb it? It was clearly you who killed him.
Don't tell me you actually thought he was some kind of prodigy? Wrong. If it weren't for me feeding him my heart's blood day and night, enduring the agony of the Gu worm's bites for him, how could he possibly have nurtured the heart-devouring blood Gu?
You. What do you mean by that?
Sister, you didn't really think only you and he were reborn, did you?
What did you say? That's impossible. How do you know it too?
Nothing is impossible. The elixir from my previous life was specially formulated for Qingfeng, so it was extremely effective. But the elixir in this life was prepared for Ling Yuan. Qingfeng's constitution can't handle it. Isn't that perfectly normal?
You did this on purpose.
You're wrong about that, sister. Did I intentionally let you steal it?
You.
Rou'er, what exactly happened?
Father, we absolutely cannot let her live. We have to kill her today, no matter what. Don't hesitate any longer, while her goose spirit is still recovering. Otherwise, once it's restored, it'll be much harder for us to act. It'll be even more troublesome.
Fine, let's do it. Guards. Lin Xinger has violated clan rules. Seize her at once. Throw her in the dungeon.
Lin Xinger. So what if you've truly been reborn? Everyone is on my side now. I killed you once, and I can do it again. Aren't you supposed to be in a weakened state? How can you be this powerful?
I am indeed in a weakened state, but dealing with the likes of you doesn't require much effort from me. "5 seconds to get lost. Otherwise, don't blame me if my blade shows no mercy."
You.
5.
You. How dare you?
4.
You got lucky this time. Just you wait.
Father.
Ling Yuan, if they really didn't leave, would you have taken action?
Of course. Anyone who harms my master will not be spared.
Father. What do you mean?
Rou'er, did you notice just now that Ling Yuan's aura was still incredibly strong? If we acted rashly, even if we won in the end, it would be a Pyrrhic victory. The cost isn't worth it.
The blessing ceremony is in 3 days. My goose spirit is already crippled. Are you just going to stand by and watch me lose to that woman at the ceremony?
I have no solution either. This time, we'll just have to accept defeat. Don't worry, next time there's an opportunity, I will do everything to put you in power. It's getting late. Go back and rest.
I can't lose. I absolutely cannot lose. Lin Xinger, to beat you, I'll stop at nothing. Ah!
You, Rou'er. What are you doing? If I remember correctly...
This is your life-bound Gu, the Tiankan Gu. It holds immense power. It will definitely help me heal Qingfeng's injuries. And it's very likely to help me. Master the blood-devouring heart Gu. Anyway, taking your Gu won't kill you. You'll just become a useless shell. Once your daughter wins first place at the blessing ceremony and ascends to High Priestess, I'll come back and take good care of you.
You wretched creature. You, get back here.
Rou'er. What are you doing? Stop it!
Using my father's heavenly silkworm poison as a catalyst. To refine your Gu spiritual body is also a good way to refine the Shixin Gu.
No, Rou'er, I don't want to become the Shixin Gu. It hurts. I beg you, stop refining it.
Shut up. If you don't become the Shixin Gu, what's the point of us being reborn? What's the meaning? I'm doing this for your own good. Besides, you're just an average talent. A Gu worm. You've deceived me for so long. You have no right to beg for mercy. Now just settle down and become the Shixin Gu. Ha ha ha! Shixin Gu. I've refined it. Lin Tinger, you just wait. Ah ha ha ha!
The sky is blood red. An omen descends. To think that Rou'er really refined the Shixin Gu. I don't know if for our Miaojiang, it's a blessing or a curse.
Purple Key comes from the east. Ling Yuan, we've finally refined the Shixin Gu.
The world believes that the bloodthirsty Heart Gu's emergence is born of overwhelming bloodlust. Little do they know, the true bloodthirsty Heart Gu is an auspicious sign of Purple Key from the east, capable of curing all ailments and unlocking myriad paths. Lin Rou'er's obsession has turned demonic. How could she possibly refine the true bloodthirsty Heart Gu? If she ascends to the position of Miaojiang's holy maiden, I fear she won't just drag all of Miaojiang into the abyss, but also bring calamity upon the common people.
Then let us together shatter her ambitions.
Miaojiang Chieftain Moen leads the people of Miaojiang to pay respects to your majesty.
Rise. Since ancient times, Miaojiang has been a land of outstanding people and spiritual energy, producing countless talented and extraordinary individuals who have made outstanding contributions to our great Yan kingdom. Today, I hold this blessing ceremony here also to select capable officials. You may all employ your skills in a Gu insect competition. The ultimate victor shall become the Grand Priest of Miaojiang, and with this status, be promoted to the State Preceptor of our great Yan kingdom.
State Preceptor. So whoever wins this time will become the most illustrious Grand Priest in Miaojiang's history.
After today, our Miaojiang is sure to rise in the world. Chieftain, they say Rou'er has mastered the bloodthirsty Heart Gu. It seems the victor of today's ceremony is undoubtedly her.
This humble Miao girl, Wushuang, presents her skills.
Why does it sound like there's the buzzing of Gu insects? But I don't see any.
You can only hear its sound, not see its form. Could it be the high-level formless Gu?
A Gu insect either kills or heals. What use is a formless Gu? It hurts.
The formless Gu kills without a trace, and heals just as imperceptibly. Your Majesty, esteemed officials, I have shown my humble skills.
This humble Miao girl, Mingyue, pays respects to your Majesty. Might I borrow one of your Majesty's guards? This goo is called the heart-linking goo. It can capture a person's soul and control their heart.
Not bad. Continue.
All flash, no substance. A disgrace to our Miaojiang. With skills like these, you dare to show them? Get out of here! Your Majesty, this humble girl, Lin Rou'er. The goo I have cultivated is truly the strongest in Miaojiang. I, Lin Rou'er, the goo I cultivate, is the most powerful in Miaojiang.
Oh. Do tell.
Your Majesty, watch closely. Lin Qinger. In your past life, you used this heart-devouring blood goo to win all of this. But in this life, everything will belong to me. Your Majesty, this is the goo I have cultivated. The heart-devouring blood goo.
My dear Minister, what is this heart-devouring blood goo?
Your Majesty may not know, but cultivating this goo is extremely difficult. It requires a supreme prodigy. It requires perfect timing and location. It requires immense fortune. For 1,000 years, across all of Miaojiang, only a handful have succeeded.
Those individuals, wherever they go, are pillars of a nation. Furthermore, it's said the heart-devouring blood goo can reshape one's bloodline and cure all ailments. It might even cure your Majesty's illness.
Oh. Excellent. Then let the contest begin.
So this is what it's like to be a genius, to have all eyes on you? It's wonderful. Ha ha ha. Lin Qinger, once I use this heart-devouring blood goo to secure the position of High Priest. The first thing I'll do is cut you into 1,000 pieces and scatter your remains. I advise the rest of you to not participate in the blessing ceremony. Just withdraw quietly. I'll still leave you a shred of dignity.
The heart-devouring blood goo is strong, but it doesn't guarantee your victory.
We are also geniuses of our tribes. We're no worse than you.
Since you're all so confident, come at me together. Since you're all so confident, come at me together.
Let's rush her together. I don't believe she can take us all down.
A bunch of pathetic bugs. You dare stand with me? They're just a bunch of filthy flies that fear the light. A bunch of trash.
Killing your own kin, that's just ruthless. Chief, won't you step in?
What good would it do? Her blood-devouring goo is complete. Afraid no one can stop her now. I saw.
Since no one dares to challenge me, then the title of champion for this blessing ceremony. I'll humbly accept it.
Who says no one dares to fight? Who says no one dares to accept the challenge?
Lin Qinger. It's Lin Qinger. Lin Qinger.
Lin Rou'er. As long as I, Lin Qinger, am here, the position of High Priestess is something you'll never get.
Lin Chinger. Your bluffing act is quite amusing. See what's in my hand? This is the blood-devouring goo you've dreamed of, but could never refine. With this in my possession, no matter how hard you've worked before, it's all been for nothing.
Oh, really?
Stop bluffing. I know you and Ling Yuan failed to refine anything. Today, your fate is death. What? How can you withstand the pressure of my blood-devouring goo?
Are you sure the one in your hand is the real blood-devouring goo?
Blood-devouring goo. How do you also have a blood-devouring goo?
This can't be.
In a single generation of our clan, there can only be one blood-devouring goo. Fake. The one in your hand is fake.
You simply don't know, nor can you comprehend what the true blood-devouring goo really is. Blood-devouring goo. It was never a demonic creature, but an auspicious sign.
Qingfeng, show yourself!
So this is how you did it.
This blood goo
Was forged by sacrificing the soul of the goo spirit. A forced creation. What a pity. Qingfeng cared for you in both lifetimes, only to end up in such a tragic state.
Enough. That he could become my stepping stone to the pinnacle of power was his honor. Today, I'll step over you to rise higher. Qingfeng, destroy her now.
Ha ha ha. My ministers, who do you think will win?
With Lin Rou'er's goo spirit unleashed, her presence is overwhelming. There's no way she can lose.
After all, it's the soul-devouring blood goo. Even without sentience, it's the strongest. Her opponent is likely doomed.
I think this young lady has the bearing of a great general.
With those filthy hands of yours, you're not worthy to touch her.
Qingfeng actually lost? Ah! Don't come any closer. Stay away from me.
You've tried repeatedly to kill my master. Now, it's time you reap what you've sown.
No, you can't kill me. If I die, no one will be able to cure your illness.
Stop right there.
I can help cure your illness.
Earlier, you claimed you could cure our illness. Is that true or not?
Your Majesty, I wouldn't dare lie to you. This here is the genuine Miaojiang blood goo. If I use it as the catalyst, I can definitely cure you.
Good. If you cure our illness, even if you lose the contest, we will appoint you as High Priest.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I will not disappoint your expectations.
Lin Rou'er, are you sure about this? If you lose the contest, you'll be confined to Miaojiang. You'll gain no power. At least you'll keep your life. If you use this sinister blood goo to treat His Majesty recklessly, it will be a capital offense.
Even now, you're still trying to sow discord. Today, I will shatter all your illusions. Your Majesty, do not listen to her nonsense.
Ha ha ha. Comfortable. So comfortable. We feel like we've grown 20 years younger. This legendary heart-devouring blood goo is truly a supreme miracle cure. Ha 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 ha.
Your Majesty, earlier, those two slandered and suppressed me. In essence, they were trying to stop me from curing you. You must not let her off lightly.
We understand. From now on, you are the state preceptor of the Great Yan Kingdom. How shall we deal with these insignificant ants? It's your call.
Thank you, Your Majesty. This time I will ensure you two never have a chance to rise again.
Fool.
What did you say?
Take a good look behind you.
Wicked witch, how dare you poison His Majesty? Are you looking for death?
It wasn't me, it wasn't.
Damn beast. Pleased. You dare harm me?
Your Majesty, it wasn't me. How could I ever dare to harm you?
There must be some misunderstanding here.
His Majesty is already vomiting blood. He's vomiting this badly. What damn misunderstanding could there be? Let me tell you all, if His Majesty suffers even the slightest harm, the 300,000 Iron Cavalry of the Great Yan Dynasty will slaughter your entire Miaojiang.
What are we going to do?
Yes, what?
Your Majesty, it was her. She's the one who interfered. She was afraid I'd cure you and take her position as High Priestess.
Enough. You're at death's door and you're still spouting such nonsense. Lin Rou'er, how did I give birth to such a naturally wicked seed? At this point, do you still want to sacrifice the entire clan for your own selfish gain?
Quick, someone save His Majesty.
Let me give it a try. Ling Yuan, let's go together.
I'm not in pain anymore. Before, it was my old failing eyes. I misjudged people. Now you have saved my life. Speak. What is your request? You may ask for anything. High Priest or State Preceptor, even the position of Chancellor. I can issue the decree immediately.
Your Majesty, I do not wish to be State Preceptor, nor do I wish to be Chancellor.
What I offer you are the highest positions among all officials. Such power and influence, why do you refuse? Ah, I understand. You desire a noble title, a lordship. No problem. I will grant it all to you.
Thank you for your kindness, Your Majesty, but these things are not what I desire. No matter how high the position, it should be for the sake of the common people. Those in high positions often lose touch with the people suffering. My greatest wish has always been to travel the vast world, using my humble abilities to help the people everywhere. And to travel the mountains and rivers with Ling Yuan, a paradise away from the world. But now I have only one wish. That is, I hope Your Majesty can open paths of advancement for the women of Miaojiang. Whether in government service or in commerce, they can contribute their strength in every corner of the empire. I beseech Your Majesty to grant this.
A heart full of great love, reaching out to aid the world. Miaojiang, to have such an outstanding successor as you is a blessing from your ancestors. Very well, your request is granted. We've talked about your merits. Now it's time to settle the score. That Lin Qing'er is a vicious woman. She showed you no mercy just now. How do you want to deal with her? Just say the word, and I'll have her head chopped off.
No, don't kill me. Don't kill me. I know I was wrong. Qing'er, my dear Qing'er, I truly know I was wrong. Give me one more chance. A chance to turn over a new leaf. Qing'er, if you can save me, I'll kneel for you. I'll be your slave. I'll do anything you ask.
Your punishment is not for me to decide. It will be handed over to the entire clan for judgment. Father, what do you think?
Guards, seize this witch, throw her in the dungeon. She will spend the rest of her life there, paying for all her sins.
No, please, Your Majesty. No, no, Qing'er, please.
You reap what you sow.
Qing'er, I'm sorry. I was wrong. I shouldn't have listened to Lin Rou'er's lies and betrayed you. Give me one more chance.
A lowlife like you is not worthy of begging Qing'er for forgiveness.
I know I'm not worthy. But for the sake of all the years we've known each other, give me one more chance. Save me just this once. I swear I will never appear before you again.
You're not remorseful. You don't truly know you were wrong. You're just scared because death is at your door. You were so ruthless with me before. You didn't even give me a chance to beg for mercy, and now you want me to forgive you? I'm sorry, but I can't do that.
Kinger, I'm sorry, I was wrong. I don't seek your forgiveness. I only hope that in my next life, I can still be your goose spirit.
Ling Yuan, do you think I did the right thing?
The world isn't so black and white. As long as you can look yourself in the mirror, that's all that matters.
What?
You said you wanted to travel the world, to make the world our home. Wherever you go, I'll be by your side. I'll never let go.
Kinger, where are you going? If you leave, what will become of Miaojiang? That's right.
The world is vast. We'll make it our home. As for Miaojiang, it has already entered its brightest chapter, hasn't it?